So can we move on to Akshata? Let's have a look at her speech.
The reason why I'm here is really quite simple. And it's because Rishi and I are each other's best friends. We're one team. And I could not imagine being anywhere else but here today with all of you to show my support to him.
Pass the sick bag. Blech. What do you think, Annabelle?
I'm more sympathetic. I thought it was quite sweet. I don't think it's going to net gain or lose.
Oh, don't give me quite sweet. Did you not? That line, my husband doesn't know I'm here. Don't lie to us. He absolutely knew exactly where you were and what you were about to do.
I'm sure that it was perfectly choreographed, but she delivered it well.
Well, then why tell a lie? How patronising is it to lie to an audience full of people and via cameras to a nation? Why would you lie and say, my husband doesn't know that I'm here today?
Just before your husband, the Prime Minister, says, I'm going to break with 30 years of consensus, I'm going to do politics differently, I'm going to be the change, and it's just the same old lying. Now, don't mention she's an heiress in a cost of living crisis, you mustn't do that.
No.
But I, at first, thought it was quite sweet. I agree with Annabelle. But then the more you watch it, it's one of those clips that the less comfortable you are with it.
It's 2023.
It's not ageing well.
But I want to ask you a more fundamental question. It is 2023. You know, we have MPs in the Conservative Party who are single females. Penny Mordaunt, if she wanted to be Prime Minister, do we judge her because she hasn't got a husband rolling onto the stage to back her? I mean, Sam Cameron didn't do it because she's a very wise woman. Carrie Johnson, if Carrie Johnson had done that, could you have done that? Can you imagine what the headlines would have been? Would you have said it was quite sweet if it had been Carrie Johnson, Kevin? No, you wouldn't. Do you not think that in this day and age it was completely out of tone with exactly what should have been happening to say to every MP, whether it doesn't have to be death by canapes, you don't have to be the smooth man who's rich with the perfect wife at your side to go out and do a little speech behind a lectern for you. Do you not think it was all just the wrong tone?
I certainly think it speaks to the desperation that strategists in Number 10 must be feeling. They felt it necessary to wheel out Akshata Murty and have her bat for her husband. But like I say, I don't think it's net negative for the Prime Minister to go out and remind people of his humanity, of his sense of duty, of his commitment to the job and to the country, to remind people that he's a family man and that Conservatives tend to believe in family values. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that if you're a single woman, you couldn't go out and run the party. Of course you could. And look at what happened when Andrea Leadsom was critical of Theresa May when they were both candidates for the leadership of the party because she didn't have any children. That backfired spectacularly. So you're not wrong that there are risks associated with these sorts of political moves. But nonetheless, I'm sorry to say that I was sucked in by it.
But you know what you're both sucked in by is the Number 10 spin machine, which is to make everybody think and to tell everybody how hard-working Rishi is. Well, you know, I sat in cabinet with him when he was Chancellor. I take issue with that spin. How hard-working he is. This is just a sell. No one can challenge it. No one knows how hard he's working. And in fact, he works no harder than any other Prime Minister. I'd say, given that we're 21 points behind in the polls, he's probably not working quite as hard. It's a spin. He's really hard-working. Wheel out the wife. Tell everyone what a great dad he is too. It's all just spin, and everybody is falling for it.
I think I was sucked in because as a northern bloke, I wouldn't want to be seen criticising a wife. I'd think it was wrong. But if Boris Johnson had been introduced by his wives and mistresses, they'd have had to delay the speech for hours. I mean, you know, that was only about 5 minutes.
So that hasn't gone around a lot for the last 24 hours, Kevin. I'll say something original on my show.
It still gets you laughing, though, doesn't it?
They weren't married in 2019, though, were they? She was his girlfriend at the time.
Oh, that's right. It was after COVID day, or around COVID time, wasn't it?